Okay, everybody, this is a quick video, video lesson 12. I'm doing this video just kind of actually for myself because I need to implement my own habits and stuff. And one of the things I want to do is review my cards that I made for myself. I made an 81 deck and do that every day. Now, sometimes I do review it, sometimes I don't, but I haven't been consistent. So I want to just make a little video for myself to be able to implement that. And if it helps you too from when I'm teaching, then that's great. So basically, let's say I want to create a habit of, 81, let's say review cards daily for one month. Okay, so these are the cards, and I've got on here 1 month. And I want to, check off each day as I go. Now, so far, it's just been kind of sporadic each month. I maybe do once or twice or more or less. And the results have never really taken, right? And that's probably goes without saying because haven't been consistent, right? So the thing is, if you're not consistent with something, you're not going to get results out of that, right? Comparative to if you're doing it every single day, you're gonna find your results are better, right? So inconsistent result or inconsistent efforts equal inconsistent results. All right. So usually the thought process in my head is, hey, should I do this? And my head's just thinking, it's not going to really make a difference, right? If you do it or don't do it, it's not going to really make a difference. And that's true if you just look at, just if you're not taking the big picture in mind, right? If you're just focused on this one action by itself, will doing that or not doing it make a difference? No, it won't. But if you see that action as a part of a cumulative effort of a whole bunch of actions put together, then that together would create a large result, right? Let's say 20,000 ants or 20 million ants could take down a lion kind of thing, right? So what I need to do is I need to keep the big picture in mind. I keep this in my mind that if I was to do it every single day and that this daily review is just part of a bigger, consistent series of things I do every day, like a habit that's non-broken, and it adds up to a full day, then that has some weight to it, right? And I look at this as an experiment. Right now, I know that for my cards, I've got say out of 81, 3 or 4 that are memorized. I know where they go. But if I was to do it for a whole month, I want to imagine what results would that create? I don't know because I've never really done it. So as an experimenter, I want to just actually do it for a month and then see what happens. And then see at the end of the month, out of 81, right, how many am I going to be able to remember if I do it for 1 month straight, my reviews, right? 1 month straight. All right. So we talked in the past about jumping straight to the future to get leverage, with extremes for results. If we do something, what's the end result going to be on the extreme if you do it every day? What's the end result going to be on the extreme if you don't do it every day? To create leverage to do it because you're doing something for a part of something bigger. We've also talked about jumping straight to the end of who you see yourself to be if you did something every day in order to take action and live from that place emotionally, physically, mentally, think from there. And now we're just looking at the big picture as if you're to do a habit every day over the course of a long period of time, a month, the cumulative results of those actions being consistent, what's it going to add up to? And then that puts the weight on you doing this significantly. It's going to turn into something versus it's not going to amount to anything. It makes it more easy to do something because you're exchanging this little effort for a big prize and you're just doing that consistently every day. You know, a little effort in exchange for a big prize, a little effort in exchange for a big prize, and opposed to just thinking, you know, without the big picture, you know, today only, is if you do it or don't do it, it's not going to make a difference, right? What we tie in our actions to makes a big difference for whether or not we do it, and it makes a big difference for how we feel about what we're doing, right? There's an analogy of two bricklayers. One's just laying bricks, and they're doing, what are you doing? He says, I'm just laying bricks. And he asks the other one, what are you doing? He says, I'm making a cathedral. The one has the big picture in mind, the other one doesn't. The other one is just, you know, kind of bored and doesn't really see the purpose in what he's doing, because it's not, he doesn't tie himself into a bigger picture, right? So you want to tie in what you're doing today with the bigger picture of, you know, what's going to turn into tomorrow if you're to do it consistently, and that creates the weight to actually do it. You want to be like a scientist and see if you did that, what's going to end result's going to be. And this result, since it's going to be probably more than what your results have been if you're just doing it sporadically, it's going to be more motivating to continue doing it, because it's not very motivating to do something when you're not having results. But because you're not having results, you only sporadically do something, and it kind of revolves around itself, and the one gives reason to not bothering doing the other. But if you start tying into doing something consistently for a long time, that'll create more results, and that'll create more motivation to keep doing something consistently for a long time. So yeah, I gotta go. Thanks.